Greetings my friends, I'm Vulkk, and today's video is a side quest from Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's called Funeral Pyres.
What do you want?
Rejoice, for even a creature as depraved and base in nature as you can serve the glory of the eternal fire. Someone must see to the corpses on the battlefield. Necrophages defile those not already rotting in mass graves. This is not right.
That's to be my good deed for the day?
A handsomely profitable one, I might add. I know your kind don't work for free.
All right, I'll take care of it.
This will count amongst your merits. The more good one works in life, the more hallowed things are. Yes, splendid. Here are the holy oils. Dash generously and set alight, understood? I wish it to flare up to the sky, for the glory of the eternal fire and all that.
Once I've incinerated the bodies, where'll I find you?
I shall be near the bridge to Novigrad.
The quest types in the game are separated into majorly 3 or maybe 4 categories. This is a normal side quest, it's not a Witcher contract, which is a different kind of specific side quest activity. For this one we will have to find and burn the bodies lying in pits on the battlefield. We have 3 locations and we have different encounters waiting for us at these 3 locations. I'm a little bit sad because of the outcome of the quest and the last option when I finished it, but for that we'll talk about a little bit later when you see what I picked for the ending of the quest. These are my first steps into the game, and I've cut out the clutter trying to show off some relatively cool gameplay, although not very pro. But I hope that you will be enjoying watching the walkthrough at least as much as I'm enjoying recording and making it.
Now for the whole they burn well.
My tactics for at least half of the game were move away, dumbass, because these things explode and take a lot of your HP. So at least for the first half of the game of my walkthrough, my motto is always go forward and never defend yourself. This is obviously wrong. However, in these first gameplay moments, I am playing the game on normal difficulty, which is to say 2 out of 4 options. Later on in the game I will switch to Blood and Broken Bones, which will present a lot better challenge, but also at this point I'm already very advanced with levels, abilities, and most of all money and active skills, pointful skills. It's a lot harder to start the game from the very beginning as a noob such as myself. When I started the game I had absolutely no experience, and it's not the best idea to start with the harder difficulties, because at first the game is really a decent challenge, even on normal mode. Give it a try. Of course, if you find it boring to hell, you can always switch to a different difficulty at any point from the menu. You have an option to burn these piles, and the easiest way I find is with Igni, one of the signs the Witcher has. These are special magic type of abilities that you cannot replace or change. They're always the same, but you can upgrade them for different effects and specific side effects. Oh, look at that, surprise, we have a bear. A perfect demonstration of my motto, always go forward and never defend yourself. It is still early in the game, and neither me nor the mobs and the NPCs I'm facing have any special abilities or skills. So it really matters not. One of the biggest advantages when you are first time playing the game on normal difficulty and especially on easy is that when you meditate you actually restore your health. It's very, very useful. A good suggestion would be to map to shortcuts all the different signs available to you and put them in a specific order so you would remember which one is where and what number it is on. So you don't have to use the menu. But for a big portion of the game I kept using the menu. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Now for a shot of Igni.
While heading for the third pyre, I would mention a couple of lines maybe about the user interface. In the bottom right corner you have suggested shortcut keys, which you can obviously turn off when you're familiar enough with them, or if your side view is just bothered by them. On the top left corner, which is at the moment hidden, is the main HUD, or that's where the HP and the level progress stays, and your adrenaline regeneration. But this is not a tutorial video, so I won't go into many details. If you need, you can always ask down in the comments below. I've decided not to start with the basics because I'm playing the game many months after its release, and I'm almost certain that YouTube is already filled through the roof with tutorials and guides, and everybody who wanted to has probably already seen it. This is just my version of the Witcher 3 gameplay walkthrough. You will notice that the monsters usually play smart. They don't sit in front of you just waiting for them to smash and bash them. The basic version of the stun sign is really crappy. Later on you will get a chance to upgrade it, and my suggestion is to upgrade that first, because it will slow the monster as you're casting the sign, and it will also decrease the amount of time needed to cast the sign. Making it a lot easier to stun the monster before it actually jumps on you. We meet a random guy here.
If it ain't that fucking priest, it's corpse eaters. I'm done with this damn town.
A priest?
We'd agreed to meet as usual, just a larger delivery. Good customer, I thought. Then they whipped out blades.
We still talking about a priest of the eternal fire?
I'd say so. Beat-stained pricks can't be trusted. This one had ordered premium-grade fist tech from me 3 times, everything perfect. But the 4th, his men came at us with knives, sought to knock us out of trade. Shoved me in that ditch with the corpses. Must have thought the ghouls would take care of the rest.
And to make sure, he hired a witcher to burn the bodies, destroy any evidence.
A witcher? Meaning you? So what now?
Nothing. Didn't pay me to burn the living.
Oh, thank the gods it's true what they say. Though mutants, you live by a code. Oh, thank you, Witcher.
It is more like a code that Geralt has created on his own, or at least the bigger portion of it.
Now for a shot of Igni.
We already know the fake game the Eternal Fire Priest has been playing, and after we burn the 3rd pyre, we're about to collect the reward and pay him a visit, see what he thinks.
Huh?
Well, Witcher, have you completed your task?
Why do you priests take an interest in the fallen so late?
The Church of the Eternal Fire's first duty is to the living. You've no notion of the work we did just after the battle. The wounded needed tending, refugees, pastoral care. We had sermons to deliver, donations to collect.
Relieved to hear it. What would the people have done without you? So, took care of the graves. Interesting, actually. One of the corpses proved to be quite, well, alive. And pretty talkative.
What do you mean?
Fist tech dealer. One of them survived. Had an awfully interesting story to tell.
Intriguing. I would purchase this story from you. For all time. Exclusively.
Deal.
Take this and get out of my sight.
That's it for this video. Thank you very much for enjoying it. Eventually, don't forget to throw in a like and share it so other people may discover it. See you next time. Bye bye. Remember, you can find me also on Twitch, Twitter and Facebook. For my non-Star Wars activities, I invite you to subscribe to my second YouTube channel.